Well, hey, how's it going? This is Alex, and I'm here to make a video on the 5th of August. Two things I want to talk about, and the first is I've talked a little bit about my struggles with sweets in these videos, and for a long time I didn't really know what was causing that, why I was having trouble with sweets, and what to do about it. But as I said, I think in one of the videos, I'd quit, cigarettes and drugs and booze and alcohol and everything, and it was way harder to quit whipped cream. Well, as it turned out, a well-meaning doctor put me on a mashed potato diet to help with my digestive problem, motility disorder he just diagnosed me with. Well, this didn't work, and my reflex problem got a lot worse, and so 3 or 4 months later, I just quit it. I didn't realize that the sweet cravings that started to hit me thereafter were really the result of an infection, kind of an infestation, because I've since learned that I've got a pretty good fungal colony alive and well and hungry as hell. So come this May, I gave up gluten, unfermented dairy, and sweets, because I had to, for a couple of reasons. The first is that my blood sugar wasn't reacting right. And the second is that my health is all tied together. And there was another problem, that during this year, where I had been under stress, and for now like 2.5 years, it's tough to talk about this stuff. As much as I've been open about everything, it's just difficult. But basically, well, let me go back in time real quick. Right, so when I stopped the medications within my insomnia period, I picked up weightlifting and sort of injured myself. And it was a tough injury, because it wasn't a hernia and it wasn't this, it wasn't that, and some of the problems manifested in weird ways with sexual functioning or sex organ functioning, and the problem is that I'd just been off Effexor and Risperdal, and I'd been on Effexor and Risperdal in the first place. So it was the line as to what was causing what was very blurry. But I did some therapy and worked a program to sort of help with the pelvic pain, and things got better. Well, it's basically a condition of the pelvic musculature tightening in an unhealthy way, in a way that prevents normal circulation. So we're talking blood flow. And if you know guy parts, everybody does, I guess, at least half the world, probably a little more than that, is familiar with. So imagine you've got a bunch of balloons, right? Well, you need a certain amount of air to inflate them. Well, it seems like the problem with this condition is the muscles lock up, circulation down, blood flow down, no air, and the cells, they need not even the stuff that necessarily inflates, deflates, but there just needs to be a consistent blood flow, or you end up with a lot of effects, including like secondary effects. For instance, my beard growth, I haven't shaved in many days, and typically in the past, my whole adult life, I'd have a good beard by now. So because, like I said, it's all on a string, and I'm just trying to get healthy. It's been 2.5 months now without any sweets, cakes, sandwiches, cookies. whipped cream. And it was a lot easier to give up all that stuff because I couldn't. I mean, there were two, I was trying to save my junk, so I had to give up the junk. I mean, two junks, one decision, easy one to make. And I just hope it turns out all right. I'm going to restart physical therapy this week. I've been doing it for weeks because things hadn't been so good for me after sort of a bad reaction. And we'll see how it goes. Get measured at some point down the road here and recheck hormones, make sure things are kind of stabilizing, and try to get some blood going back in the right direction. Find some people who know what they're talking about in this deal. And the one positive is that things are really doing better with my gut. Not all the digestion stuff necessarily. I mean, I don't know all the ins and outs of that. It's convoluted. It's not a matter of just not eating gluten, but I'm not getting the crazy blood sugars and all that stuff, so that's great. So anyway, those two things. Today's August 5th, and I hope you guys are ready for some cool weather. I'm in Texas. All right, well, that's it, guys. Stay off drugs. All drugs. Not all drugs. Hell, I don't care what drugs you do. Just don't listen to your shrink. No, I'm kidding. Listen to him. I'm sure he's a smart guy. All right, see ya.